Hello, everybody, and welcome to another scene for Sept of the Howling Winds, a Werewolf the Apocalypse venue set in San Diego, California. In this scene, we have Emery in Dazzle's house, um, cooking. He's making carnitas, and she is going to come in, uh, to the house, and smelling this wonderful smell, will smile and walk in to the kitchen. She'll like rest her elbow on the counter, put her chin on her fist. Hello, Emery.
Hello. He pushes up a plate of corn tortillas towards her and a little bit of meat that's already done cooking.
Yes. She just digs in. It's like, yes.
Oh, you told me I could use your kitchen.
I did. Yeah, that's why I wasn't too surprised to see you here.
You also said you wanted some of the carnitas, so I figured I might as well start making them.
No, no, I appreciate it. Oh, she uh she has a food gasm.
He smiles. That's the same face that Cora made earlier when she had a pastelito. It was guava and cheese. You can't go wrong.
I agree. Definitely, I agree.
So I take it you're not here to look at my awesome cooking skills.
No, well, I mean, I do live here, but well, sort of. I'm hmm. This is my house, but I don't actually really live here anymore.
How
She
can
like tilts her head at herself like that is so strange.
Yeah, he's confused. How can you have a house that is yours but you don't live in?
Okay, so I am part of the original pack that revived this cairn, and this house uh was the one that I claimed on Sept when we got here. And I was the den mother for a couple of years, and the cubs were right outside. And she'll like point out the window to where the teepees used to be, and now it's just kind of an open space.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and they were right out there in teepees,
Like
and
little Indian babies?
they were kind of already here because this is also a public camping area, like not right here, but like way on the other side of the park. Um, so I just kind of used them. I thought that they were good. Uh, they were a good way to get cubs, especially those that weren't already used to our way of life, acquainted with being outside and communing with nature.
Ah,
Towards the end of my tenure as den mother, I started letting them all sleep inside because I was pregnant and didn't want to go outside anymore. so so I just let them all pile inside and I was like, come on, everybody get in here. um I'm mm, as much as I miss it, I think I'm gonna stay as like a helper for uh, Cleus and cubs too that think that they need any extra help. But I'm gonna let Jesse and Bailey seek her stay at den parents. Bailey really really enjoys it.
Hmm.
He's my son.
He, I think I've seen him. Maybe. I don't
He's basically a male version of me,
know. I'm
but
not.
taller. He's a lot taller.
Yeah,
Dazzle's only 5'4".
I'm not good with names.
He's a Shadow Lord Philodox. He's a foster, and he's in the Night Riders pack.
I have no clue what that is.
She,
But I know I'll learn, but
you will,
no clue.
you will. You haven't been here too long, so
Yeah. I've been busy though. Doing stuff, making things easier for myself to learn. I uh I made this. He pulls a tablet out and slides it towards her. And
she'll take it and look at it.
the program that he has open, it looks like the start of a game. I uh I thought about like um like with my son, if he were going to learn this stuff, he'd want it to be fun. And no offense to everybody here, this is all really boring. But I figured if I could make it fun, it might make it easier for people like, you know, like my kid or someone else's kid, make it easier for them to learn. So I started making it into a video game. And as she like looks at everything, she sees that it's the books that she's been giving him to read,
Hmm.
all made into like fun little ways to learn.
She smiles. This is really cool, actually.
Thanks.
You'll. Oh,
The best part about it is you could market it. And I know it's probably like not the cool like suggestion here, but nobody knew I was out there until my brother had some weirdo vision, and all of a sudden it was, hey, let's go get Emery. So there are other people out there like me, but you get them to play a video game and they can learn about certain things before they come into it. They won't know it's real until it happens to them, but make it
it's very
something
true.
popular.
You could you could work with the my pack mate, the Truth Catcher. He's a Glasswalker Philodox. You could work with him on refining it to make sure that it minimizes the risk to the Veil as much as possible, but still help.
Yeah, there's a couple games that now that I'm here looking back on them, I realize that there must be other kinds of folk like us and whatnot, because there are games that teach you about like the fairy world and stuff like that. Not just books, but like legitimate games. So they must be doing that too.
She nods.
He pulls some meat out of the fryer and sets it down in front of her. You can have some more if you want.
Yeah, she will. She'll have some more. Just like, yes.
As he's talking, he pulls like a bunch of roasted corn out of the oven. Um, I mean, I'm new to all this, obviously, but there's got to be a better way to get information out there, a better way to find people who could be lost, like I was.
Yeah, as hard as we try to make sure nobody slips through the cracks, they definitely do. And um, I think you already have a really good grasp on what your duties are as a Galliard.
Supposed to tell stories, I guess.
It's keeping the information going through. We do it through tales and song normally, but it's like I write these books. It was my way of making sure that what I knew got into the hands of others. And you're taking what you know how to do and trying to make it so that information is even easier to get, which, as much I know that there are a lot of traditionalists that would be very against this idea, but we I've learned anything in the past few months is that the nation has to move forward.
He kind of makes this face when she says traditionalists that she can tell he does not approve of that word. he um he shrugs. If they don't like it, then they get left behind. You get left behind, you die. People who aren't willing to take steps out and move forward with the way the world is changing, they're the ones that go extinct. Survival of the fittest. It exists even in places like this. It's just now the fittest don't have teeth and claws, they have computers and knowledge. He looks at her like, yeah, that's about it.
She nods. So I heard that be careful with Cora, okay?
Yeah, she's special.
She is.
He gets kind of like a really serious look on his face. I don't I don't date ever. My last date was terrible. And since then I haven't seen anyone. It's been like 3 years. Um, Before my son was born, I was kind of wild. You know, his mom was a one night stand, and got a baby out of it. And I didn't want my son to see me the way that he would have seen her with her. She's got like a revolving door of people coming in and out of her life, and I don't want that for him. I want him to see me as stable.
I can definitely understand that for
I
sure.
don't I don't go into things without thinking about him first. She's she's different.
She smiles.
She's
I
got
will. Mm,
she's got something about her that makes you feel calm.
yeah, she does.
And I like it. I like her.
She nods, smiles.
I mean, it's not like I came here looking for somebody. Obviously, it kind of happened, and I'm glad it did. She's she's given me ideas about how to get my son here, or at least someplace where I can see him that's safe. Telling me who to talk to, and she knows more information than I do, so she helps me, and I help her. He just gets like the biggest smile on his face when he's talking about her.
She knows that look. She understands that look. She smiles. Good.
She might be the first person that I'll date that I'll actually let meet my kid. We'll see. He starts covering the corn in mayonnaise. So, what about you? How will you know her?
So,
Like,
I
I know.
only met her a few days ago, but um, I knew her cousin,
Oh,
and the two of them are similar yet different. And because of the connection I had with him, I felt I feel really connected to her. And um, and things went really wrong between me and her cousin. We weren't, in a relationship like romantically or anything, but we were close. I took I kind of took him under my wing because he was my tribe mate and he was lost. When he first came to the sept, he was a woman who didn't have any memory of who she was before she changed. And I was trying to help her. And when she transitioned from Caroline to Theo, I supported him and was there for him. And then I don't even know where it started to go wrong, but it did. And I found out later that he was being heavily influenced by someone who's supposed to be my best friend. And He ended up almost killing me.
That's harsh.
I was restrained and skinned alive.
He looks like he's about to vomit.
Um, I'm only alive because I could heal myself.
That's really gross.
It
I'm
really
sorry you had
sucked.
to. Sorry you had to go through that.
It really, really sucked. Really sucked. Um, anyway, there's this state of really deep depression that Garu who lose hope can enter into called Hirano. And I'm in that right now. I'm better than I was, a lot better than I was. I think that I'll be on the other side of it very soon. Um, but I wasn't okay at all.
Who could expect you to be okay after something like that?
She has helped me more since she's been here because of her. She's just such a beacon of light and hope, despite everything she's been through. She's she's inspiring.
She's special.
She is, and she looks almost identical to Theo. And she'll pull out her phone and show a picture of Theo.
Hmm.
Yeah. Um.
The way that the girl yesterday, she got all defensive.
Yes. That's why Sierra got riled up because she looks just like Theo. So for a moment, she thought that she was Theo. She wants to kill Theo for what he did to me. I
I
know
don't
she
even know
does.
him, and I want to kill him for what he did to you.
But so yeah, when she came to the Sept and I saw who she was, like I saw what she looked like and what her name is. When I first met Theo, his name was Caroline Marie Blanc. Her name is Coraline Marie Blanc.
That is pretty similar.
I performed the rite of heritage on her, which is a rite that can be performed uh, to get the lineage of somebody that doesn't know where they came from.
Mhm.
And you're allowed to ask the ancestors questions as well about the heritage, about especially those family members that aren't immediate family, because the rite only tells you specifically your parents' grandparents, not like aunts, uncles, and cousins. That's where the questions come in handy because you can ask those questions. And so I found out who her parents are. And her father is Theo's mother's twin.
Well, that explains why they look alike. I mean,
Yeah.
genetics.
And twins, especially with like naming and things like that, tend to mirror each other even without realizing it.
Yeah.
So, so yeah, found out that they are cousins, and um,
But they're not the same.
no, definitely not. And I don't know. She's definitely her own person and different, but I just she and I connected pretty instantly, and um, I, I'm adopting her
Cool.
as my daughter.
She's she's pretty wonderful. She deserves to have a family who takes care of her, loves her.
Yeah, she's got me, and she smiles. She gets that same smile on her face that Emery smiled talking about Cora. Um, Me and Tolia Petrova.
I don't know what that is. Sorry.
He is another Galliard. Um, he is. Uh, I know that you don't know the significance of this, but he is of legendary rank, which is the highest that you can ever get, and there's only a handful of them in the nation.
Nice. So he's
Um, he's a very renowned rite master. He knows pretty much every rite that there is to know. And once you start getting into really learning what rights are and things like that, you'll understand the significance of that. Um,
you said there was one that you could do for my son.
yes, it's called baptism of fire. It can tell uh, whether or not he's going to be a Garu or if he'll remain a kinfolk.
How do we do it?
I just set things up and uh, it'll be. It doesn't it doesn't hurt. It's just the spirits call it. It's communing with the spirits and you know asking them what they know about the child.
I don't I don't want him to be scared like I was scared. I thought I was crazy
Yeah, I can definitely understand that.
and he's just like me when I was little. Like crazy amounts of just like me. So I'm afraid if I don't find out if he's gonna be like me all the way, I could, I don't know, lose him like someone lost me. I don't know. Does that make sense even? I ramble. Sorry.
It's okay. No, it makes perfect sense and I understand. I definitely understand. Um it makes it easier to know or not whether or not
Whether or not your kid's gonna go tearing through the zoo as a dog one
yeah.
day.
The only children that I've had naturally are metis, so there's no reason to do anything like that because you know that they're going to be Gar. uh Children that are born of two Garu are always Garu. So
Yeah, well, his mom's just a waitress, so
yeah, I get that. Um
she's a nice girl. Definitely not the kind of girl you want to spend the rest of your life with, though.
she'll nod. Maybe one day she will be for somebody.
Bless the man who tries. because he's going to need a lot of Valium. Guess no one stresses you out more than your ex, huh?
She nods. Oh, yeah. Oh, uh, yeah. Bailey's father shakes her
Yeah,
head. He's something else. But my daughter's father, Autumn, her name's Autumn. His name is Jesse. He's he doesn't stress me out so much.
yeah,
We've had our ups and downs, but we both love and care about each other a lot, and we want what's best for our daughters.
that's what counts. Doing what's best for your kid.
Nods.
I
So
don't.
yeah, if you and Cora work out, you have to deal with me forever.
Yes. I don't see that as a mommy.
She grins. I was helping her earlier get ready for her date with you. So if that's not approval, I don't know what is.
Wow. She could come in pajamas. I wouldn't care. Sorry, I'm okay.
What?
She could come in pajamas and he might.
I'm yeah, I know. She's not saying a word to that because she's like, you know what? Um, y'all's definition of pajamas, I'm sure, very different with what she's thinking in her head.
I know, but that's why I said it. I'm just
Like, no.
laughing. Oh my god. I'm a terrible individual. Oh, continuing on.
Anyway, um, so what's the complication with getting your son here?
I'm not allowed to leave. Um, they said I can't leave, and his mom won't let anybody but me pick him up.
Okay. We can we can make arrangements to get him, to have you get him. That's not a problem. Um, we don't allow we don't generally allow cubs to leave until we know that they have a good grasp on things, and then they can come and go as they please, just like anybody else. Um, so yeah, we can definitely make arrangements for you to get your son. That's not an issue.
Yeah, because
The question is
I'm sorry. Go ahead, continue.
I How interested is she in staying in your son's life?
I don't know.
She nods.
Yeah, we don't have any sort of custody agreement, but I've been putting a lot of thought into it because I know she's not allowed to know, and there's a good chance that he could be like me. He's young enough that he'll believe whatever you tell him, but
Yeah.
and he licks his lips and um kind of takes like a deep breath. I have actually put a lot of thought into it, and I know it's probably like way too. They only do that in the movies, kind of thing. But we got to do something drastic, like fake my death. We can do that.
I don't think it will come to that. There are things that we can do to ensure the safety of you and your son and her and but also excluding her from your lives.
He nods. Kodo won't care about much unless you try to take away his Elsa costume.
Well, I can promise you that will not happen.
Never met a boy who liked to dress him like a Disney princess so much.
Oh, Jesse is gonna love him.
Dresses like a Disney princess and then plays with Tonka trucks while doing it.
That is amazing. I'm gonna love this kid too.
It's a good boy. I'm proud of him.
He'll have a lot of support here. You'll have a lot of support. You already do. He has that too. And uh I guess she's my granddaughter now. She's almost 10 and is also a Garu she will be when she changes. So, how old is how old is your son?
Five,
5?
5, and full of fire.
She smiles. He will he will fit in well here.
Oh, please. He's adorable. He'll be running this place by the end of the month. he uh he pulls out his phone and shows her a picture, which I'll PM you the picture.
Mhm.
Oh, you already have the picture. It's the picture that I use for
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I
yeah.
got yep. I know what you mean. Yes. Uh yeah, she looks at the picture and she goes, "Oh my, a little heartbreaker."
Yeah. He's he likes to go out to dinner and flirt with all the old ladies at Denny's. But he says he only flirts with them because he knows that they have candy in their purses.
Smart kid. Wow. Wow. We're gonna have to watch him.
Gonna steal all the hearts. But he's a good kid. Like I said, he likes Disney princesses and Tonka trucks, and I think he knows every single word to every single Disney movie ever. And I'm talking the old ones too, like Bedknobs and Broomsticks and Pete's Dragon.
Oh, fantastic. Well, I've got plenty of Disney. There's, for some reason, most of the Galliards here tend to really like Disney. So, especially Aiden. He
I
sings Disney
have,
songs all the time.
I have noticed. I called him Cusco earlier.
And
Yeah,
he's also my grandson now. Crap.
he's what?
Wow. My grandson? Apparently. Yeah, he is because he's Alexi's son. Oh, she rubs her face like, "Oh my God. Why did he can tell that she's just now realizing the extent of all the family she just inherited."
Yeah, he gives her a piece of the elote that he's made, like one of the big chunks. He's like, just you
Yeah,
know more than I do.
thank you. She takes it, she eats it.
It's roasted corn covered in mayonnaise and cheese. How can you not like it?
I know. Oh, this is the greatest thing ever. All
He laughs.
right. I will let you finish getting ready for your date with my daughter.
Hey, if she's got an appetite like her mom, it's going to be a match made in heaven.
Do
And
you mind if I
he kind of looks at her and like he like looks her up and down and he goes, "Do you eat a lot? I mean, because where do you put it? Like your
She
leg?"
turns around. It goes here. She's got a
he
nice
he
round
bites
ass.
his, he bites his finger jokingly and goes, mommy."
She holds a finger up. No. She shakes her head and she said, "Do you mind if I hug you?"
He holds his arms out.
Give him a hug. All right. Thank you for the food, and I'm sure that I will talk to you a lot more soon. And
Oh,
have fun.
oh, I plan to. We're gonna watch Hercules and Mulan.
Oh,
I know, right? It's like a winning combination. That
that's
and like
yeah.
the Disney movies that are on Netflix that are worth watching because the Moana thing. Mm.
Shh. Don't let the den father hear you say that. That's his favorite movie.
All right. I'm just saying that, they didn't have to make Maui so rude.
I'm okay. I can get behind that.
I mean, yeah, he was supposed to be fit, but he wasn't supposed to be fit like a whale.
Wow.
He's just grinning.
You sassy bastard.
uh, he smiles. You're welcome, and he gives her and then he gives her a canita to go.
Yes. She takes the carnita to go. All right. Bye.
He waves.
And she leaves. And I think that is where we can end the scene. So thank you, player, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.